Hey team, this is Coach Brandon with 1780 Fitness and Martial Arts. This is going to be your daily grind workout for Tuesday, April 7th. We've got a variation today on the Filthy 50. So we've got 10 movements. For those of you who want to push your pace, I want you to go for 50 repetitions on each of these for time. Now we can scale this to anybody's level, so you could do 10 of each, you could do 5 of each, you could do 100 of each. But whatever you're going to do, make the workout challenging but appropriate for your level. So we'll take a look at the movements. So the squat. This is going to be an air squat, so no weight added. We'll come back to here. Show you from the side. I'm going to make a little target with my hands. So hands are going to be up. Keep my eyes on that target. Come down to parallel, where the top of my legs are parallel to the ground, and back up. I'm going to make sure my knees are soft at the top, so I'm not locking my legs out. At the bottom, I'm squeezing my butt, squeezing my legs. I'm going to push. I'm going to squeeze my butt again at the top. Get a lot of glute engagement, a lot of good hip drive at the top. So the push-up, standard push-up. I'm sure everybody knows what that looks like. I'm going to show you a variation. So if you have like the end of a couch, a table, anything that you might be able to use that's stable, here's a good way to kind of take some of the heat off of that push-up. So just like a regular push-up, we're going to try to maintain a pretty good plank. Going to come down to where just below parallel, and I'm pushing right back up. Get a good contraction of my chest and my triceps. I could do a standard push-up as well. I could do a from knees variation again, as long as it's appropriate and challenging. The sit-ups. When I'm doing a lot of reps, I'm trying to do them fast. I like to do the knees up variation on the sit-ups. So knees are going to be up. 1, 2. Now you may see some people put their hands behind their head. That's okay, but I don't want you to interlace your fingers and pull your head up. You just put your fingers behind your ears and then come all the way up. Lunges. I'm a stickler on this one on form. When you step out for the lunge, and there's a debate about step back, step forward, this is my thing. I don't care what direction you step. But when you do step, I want you to pause. In other words, you go straight down, straight up, step back, 2, straight down, straight up, step back, 3, straight down, straight up, back. What I don't want you to do is shift your weight forward onto your knee or shift your weight backward. That pause is there, so you stop that weight shift, go straight down, straight up. The pike press, kind of a similar thing you can do with a push-up. You can use this. So instead of having a flat plank, we're gonna kind of angle our head down, and we're gonna press away. And to make that more challenging, you just do it on the ground. So hands down, hips up, and we're just doing that press, working much more of our shoulders than our pecs. If you're starting to lose your breath, pause for a minute, because there are no built-in recovery periods here. But if you do pause, focus on your breathing. Leg raises. I like to take my hands, make a little diamond, put them under my lower back, just touch the ground, back up, make sure your core is tight, and we're here. The jumping jack, everybody's favorite. Everybody's what this deal is, classic plyometric exercise. You're gonna keep your weight on the balls of your feet, kind of on your midfoot, hands at shoulder height. 1, 2, and so on. Russian twist. I'm gonna show you the seated. I like to get seated because I feel like I get a little bit more of a rotation out of this. So if you get that stable chair or a box, to make this a little more challenging, you have your feet up, hands up. 1, 1, 2, 2. If you put your feet down, give yourself a bit of a break. 2, 2, 3, 3. And there's your count. So for the skater, another good plyometric exercise. Show you the full meal here. So you're gonna start with your feet a little bit wider than the shoulders. Pick one leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you're gonna stay on the ball of your foot, kind of in the midfoot. A penguin crunch. This is good when it gets the rectus abdominis, the big part of the front, but also starts to work your obliques in here. Make sure you get a full view. So over here, for this variation, I'm gonna have my knees up, I'm gonna touch my heels. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and so on, until we hit our targeted number. So whatever the number you choose, you can adjust it as you go on. But if you're just starting out, try to do 10 of each. If you know, man, I can nail this, do 50 of each, really push your pace for that time. Again, there are no built-in recovery periods. So when you need to pause, do that. Work on your breathing. If you've ever worked out with me, you've heard me say, if you don't control your breathing will control you. Should be one of your first priorities. As always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or shoot them to me directly, and we'll get back to you. Take care of each other and stay safe.